Hi, how are ya? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we got neutral with the Magcar Orcs because we slayed the Boulderfist Ogres for them. Today we will be slaying some more Ogres. And hopefully we can get our cooking up too.
What do you need?
Got some new recipes from Nulo the Butcher. Warden Bullrock. Check the bulletin board if you're looking for work, Undead.
Be safe.
Proving your strength. Though we seek a peaceful life, our enemies are many. Of these, none match the ogres in sheer brute power. If you seek to prove your prowess with us, bring me the war beads they wear around their necks. I will tell others of your accomplishments.
May your blades never dull.
Alright, so we're going to focus on slaying some ogres today. We picked up some quests on the last episode. We're going to head down here. We're going to prove our strength. And we're going to fight the Boulderfist ogres in the Burning Blade ruins. And we attempted to fight Backlor last episode, and we just couldn't do it. We got him to like half health, but our water elemental just, I don't know, he just dies, which kind of sucks. But maybe once we get a little bit more gear and a couple more levels, we can attempt it again at level 69. Let's see if we can beat him. And we're queued up for dungeons. Me, a priest, and a DK. I'd be down to do slate pens with this guy if he wanted to tank it. Just need him to tank and him to heal. Nope. Found an ore down here. A rich adamantite deposit. There we go. I think there's another one just over here. Somebody might have mined it. There we go. We're getting closer, guys. Looking forward to hitting a 375. So we can start leveling up our engineering. Alright, so let's get our water elemental out here. And I heard some good news about retail. Kind of old news, came out like a couple weeks ago. But they've introduced a trading post in the game. And it's just a something that's fun. And what you do is you just do random stuff that you would regularly do in World of Warcraft, like complete dungeons, you know, res players, do some Mythic Plus, maybe slay some raid bosses, do a little bit of healing. Like, there's tons of different ways you can gain this currency called Trader's Tender. And if you earn enough of it in the month, you get rewarded with a mount called Ashadar Harbinger of Dawn. And I think they might have a new mount every month. It's kind of cool. And maybe some new cosmetics. There's also cosmetics you can buy with the Trader's Tender. Like, you know, weapon transmog, gear transmog, pets. And the reason why they did that is because they don't really have a system to keep players, you know, playing the game like they used to have with like Azerite power and Renown. And then Legion had artifact power. So like people would just keep on playing to like power up their gear. So it gets stronger and stronger, even though it doesn't get that much stronger. But they would just, you know, keep on playing and doing their dailies just to, you know, stay ahead of the curve. But now that, you know, they don't have that anymore in Dragonflight, there isn't really much to do once you get all your raid gear. So that's why they're introducing, you know, fun little things like this. And I'm happy that they're doing that because, it, you know, players don't have to feel like they're stuck playing the game, you know? They can, you know, just raid log. Or their guild could be like, you know what, guys? We've got all our gear. Maybe we'll take a break until the next patch. Which I think is good. I'm happy with retail right now. Haven't played in a while, but I'm probably going to try to get another character going on retail again. Kind of stopped playing after we leveled up the Draktyr Evoker. But it would be cool to check it out once again. But yeah, I'm really happy that they've made the game more chill. So I remember when I was playing in BFA and Legion, I always felt like I had to do my dailies. Or my character was behind the other characters. And that was true though, like if you didn't do your dailies, you were behind. It might only be by like 0.01%, but you're still behind, damage-wise, so. And like it burned me out every time, like I played Legion, I got burned out, I played BFA, I got burned out. And then I'm like, I'm not falling for this again in Shadowlands. So I just did the first raid and then I stopped. But yeah, it's a good time to get into retail. If you've never played WoW before, I think it's like a really good time to play. Because there's like an end now. Like you get like the amount of gear you want, and you can be like, you know what? I'm done in this character, and you can start a new one. Or, you know, just play another game. Which Blizzard probably doesn't like too much, but that's one thing I noticed about like playing WoW. You always had like a tough time, you know, playing other games because World of Warcraft was just so demanding of your time, especially if you were raiding. And that's why I kind of just started to chill out and got more into just, you know, just leveling up and enjoying the journey of, you know, just leveling characters. But I'm going to start trying to get back into end-game content again on the Druid. Because I will admit, I kind of miss it a little bit. And he's 80. I don't even... I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do on the Druid. I think my plan might be to... well, I got dual spec, which came out in Wrath of the Lich King, which allows, you know, you to have 2 specs. Costs around 1,000 gold to get. And I think I'm going to play Resto Druid, because I'll be able to get into dungeons faster. And I'll just try to roll on, you know, Boomkin and Resto gear. So I'll be able to, like, you know, gear out my Boomkin, but also get faster Q. I don't even know what you call it, Qs, but get into groups quicker because, you know, I'm a healer. But I have to set that all up. That's always a little bit of a chore, is just setting up your keybinds and your talents, getting your weak auras all set up. But I'll get that going. Your UI is always like a work in progress in WoW until you play the class or the character for quite a while. Like there's always something you can add. Alright, so what are we looking for here? Boulder Fist Mystics. Oh wow, someone was already up here. That might have been me. Who knows? Maybe it was me, maybe it wasn't. There's a Mystic there. And don't we have like a... Yeah, we have this banner. We have to place it at select locations. That's pretty strong. You can like hold somebody in a Nova, hit him with a fireball, and then right after that, use Deep Freeze. Who's that guy? Oh, he's looking for ores. He's doing the quests? What the heck? That's how he's making gold? It's a cool mount though. He's got like a plague. Like a plagued version of the Proto Drake. But yeah, it looks like he's doing TBC quests. It's a good way of making gold. I know that. Here, we'll see if we can put this battle standard down, yeah. Alright, so there we go, that's one. I think there's other locations. I think this has to be one. Yeah, WoW's in a really good spot. Like, I don't even know, like, what to play. There's, like, the hardcore classic WoW scene that's pretty fun. Like, Classic Era is doing really well right now. And then you got Wrath of the Lich King, which I think is doing alright, but, like, yeah, there's a lot of bot problems and all that, but it's still Wrath, you know? I like it. Even though, you know, even though there's a lot of problems. It does kind of suck. I'd say Wrath, I'll be honest, I think Wrath's in the worst spot. Even though most people would probably say it's Classic Era, but I honestly think Wrath of the Lich King's in the worst spot. And if it wasn't for Uldar, like, I don't know, I think it'd be in a lot of trouble right now. But, you know, they're lucky that, you know, Uldar's out. It's like one of the best raids that supposedly WoW ever had, so it's kind of carrying Wrath of the Lich King. And then Dragonflight's doing really well. All I hear is, like, good things about it. So it's hard to choose what to play. Like, right now I've been playing a lot of Wrath. And you can't play them all. It's just too much. It's just kind of funny. Like, no one has that amount of time, you know what I mean? To play all different, like, expansions of WoW at once. Alright, so I think we did all the quests, so I guess we'll, what's this? Wazat across the clan watch. Elemental, I don't really want to do that quest. I think we'll just we'll go back to Garadar. And we'll, try to get some stag meat along the way. Fight some cleft hoofs too. These ones kind of, these are more the ones I like to pull though. They're kind of a pain to group up. Because they're not hostile. We'll see if we get any meat off these guys. And I think we're okay, like, we don't really need to level up our cooking too much more because I think we can upgrade it at 350. If we can get to northern cooking just by having 350, so any extra levels we get, you know, they just help out a little bit, I guess. So there's no rush to really, you know, get it up to 375. We don't need it to be that high, pretty sure. But we should get fishing again. Probably try to get a fishing episode going soon. So we can get that up to 350. And I'm not sure if that's the same as cooking. Maybe we only need the fishing to be at 350. But I could try to get it to 375 just to be safe. And the real grind's going to be getting that engineering up there. That could be a challenge. I just hope we have enough gold for it. But if we don't, we're probably going to make another like 200 to 300 gold just by questing out in Outland. So that should help pay for it.
Speak, friend. Go forth.
You have something to
victory,
show me, Travis.
strength.
You're our strong ally indeed. Travis, going head-to-head against the ogres of Outland is not something that just anyone can do.
For the Horde.
Nice, let's turn in these quests.
Loktar.
Respect from fear. It is as good as any other kind.
Go forth to victory.
Perhaps you would like another task, a more delicate matter, eh?
May your blades
Boulderfist
never
have
dull.
moved the supplies they stole from our village to the twin clefts of Nagrand, found west of here in the Halani Basin. While you are in the area, keep your eye out for the supply crates. If we can get those back, it would ease much of the burden that has fallen upon the matrons of Garadar.
For the Horde.
Blood and thunder. Dabu.
Our task is not yet finished. There are more that must be taught a lesson.
For the Horde.
Directly west of here, you will find the Halani Basin. Within the basin are the twin clefts of Nagrand, Northwind and Southwind. Boulderfist's shock troops use the clefts to hide their ogre mounds. I need you to track down their troops and kill all that you encounter in the name of Maghar.
Farewell.
Alright. So I guess we're heading down here. And we'll slay some of these ogres and try to get some crates. And I think there should be some ores down there for us to mine. Maybe we'll check both caves. Alright, here they are. More Boulderfist ogres. What should we do? Should we just fly in? We haven't pulled anyone yet. I think we should just fly in. Deal with this guy. Got a couple of mages over there. Looks like there's an ore in here, so we'll get that. And then we'll make our way to the next cave. There should be an ore in there as well. Oh, there's a couple, actually. I really hope Classic, like, well, Vanilla WoW, whatever you want to call it, comes back again. I have a feeling it will. Once Wrath is done, like, I think once ICC is, like, gets boring and people have killed the Lich King a couple times, I just see it coming back right after that. just such an awesome game. The game really changes, you know what I mean, when they add these like new continents for players to play on. Like once players go to Northern, they never go back to Kalimdor or, you know, the Eastern Kingdoms. Like they just stay in Northern. And it's the same thing with Outland. Like once people are in Outland, they don't go back to the, you know, to the old world. And that's why that version of WoW is so special, you know what I mean? Because it actually feels like a world, like an MMO world, compared to the other ones, where it's all split. Like sometimes, like in Wrath of Lich King, you got some people leveling in Outland like me, some people in Northern, and then you got like a section of the community leveling in the old world. So it's all split up. Something that I don't really like about it. While in vanilla, like, everybody's just in those areas. And I hope they make world buffs a thing. Like, I know world buffs were kind of toxic, but it gave people a reason to go out and like, farm stuff in the world. Or to, like, leave Orgrimmar. Because you would have to go out, like, a couple times a week and, like, go to different zones like Feralus, Bellwood. Sometimes you would head out to the Winter Spring and farm, you know, the fire water off of the Furbolgs there. It's the best version of WoW, in my opinion. I got sold on it by playing it in 2019. And then after playing these two expansions, I kind of see how what people were saying back then. When they were saying that the vanilla version of the game was the best. Oh, where did you get shot? Yeah, we're gonna go to the next cave. I'm gonna try to get a couple ores out of that one. Oh, there's one up here. It's one thing about Negrand, there's like so many... Great place for mining. And we just need 10 more levels. We'll probably get that pretty soon. I always like looking at the water elemental just to see how fast he's going. Because you feel so slow moving on the mount, but like the water elemental shows you that you're going pretty damn quick. Let's see what we can do here. I wonder if we can group like a bunch up. I think these guys are mages though, so it's gonna kind of suck. Yeah. Gotta get... He's gonna get killed. Get over here. Supposed to... Why is he standing like that? That bugged him out. He doesn't know what to do. Some guy just landed and shit. He didn't know what to do. Like, okay, shoot this guy. I can't kick him from there. That was kind of funny. It is weird though, because he's targeted on this water elemental, and then it switches, like suddenly. Oops. Alright, so it looks like there's an ore in here. Nice. And we got all of the crates. And there's one up here. How many are there? Only two? Oh, they're right on top of the ore there. I wonder if they did that on purpose to protect it from bots. Who knows? Is that a really line of sight? There we go. Alright, so that should be it. Now we'll just hurry back. We'll turn these quests in.
Thrall Hall.
The children might be able to go a day without feeling hunger
Be
pains.
safe.
Most of our possessions were destroyed or stolen in the attacks. I cannot offer you much, but there are some items that you may find useful. These boots aren't bad. They're much better than our boots, so take those.
Strength.
The Ogre Basher slippers. They look pretty good.
Zug zug. Strength.
If this does not freeze the blood in their veins, nothing will. You have done the Maghar justice, Travis, and for justice, Maghar reward greatly. Yeah, I don't really think they have much for us here. We'll just take the shield. Actually, no, let's take this and sell it.
Victory.
And there we go.
Strength.
Alright, so let's make ourselves a piece of food here that we got. We got one Talbot Venison. There we go. And that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, Thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.